Oh my god!
Alice and Emma. Hey. Hey, Alice. What a great coincidence. I was only just thinking about you and you texted me. Must be the sister bond making itself known. True. So, what do you need? Why would you assume that I need something? Can't I just text my dear cousin's sister only to check up on her? She lives so far away after all. If this was some other time, sure, I would have believed that, but a month before your wedding, I find it somewhat hard to believe that you would be worried about me and will be checking up on me because I live far away. Damn, it's been years and you still haven't lost a sharp edge in your words. Come on now, that is what's charming about me. If I changed one of the biggest and the most charming parts of my personality, wouldn't that basically change me? I would no longer be, well, me. Okay, I get it. Seriously? All these years and all this distance, and yet you've remained exactly the same you were all those years ago. Well, I have to. It is because of all this distance between us that I have to stay exactly like how I was before. Otherwise, when I returned, nobody would have been able to recognize me. They might not even recognize you now, actually. After all, it has been quite a number of years that you have been far away for. Maybe your family has already forgotten that you exist in the first place. Oh my god, now that I think about it, there seems to be a big possibility that might happen. Emma, what are you going to do if no one remembers you? Alice, don't say that. That is actually one of my biggest fears, you know. That our family is going to forget you? Yes. Oh my god, Emma, I was only joking. Do you have any idea that our family forgetting you is like the most impossible thing that could ever happen? Really? Of course, you might be physically very far away, but your mom and dad remember you every single day. And let's not forget the fact that you're the most successful cousin out of us all. So your name has been used numerous times in all of our houses as a comparison, and this has happened more times than I could even give you account for. What the hell? Are you being serious right now? Why would I joke about this? Look, Emma, you're so close to the ideal daughter that everyone wants to have. You're beautiful and kind, and you are independent. You have a job that probably pays you loads. You take care of your family so well even though you don't live with them. You're just so amazing. You set an example by going abroad all alone and making yourself successful. Of course you are to be used as an example and as a comparison to all of the remaining cousins who stayed back home. I might be older than you, but even I had to hear the phrase, "Look at Emma, she's so successful. What have you done with your life?" at least once from my parents. Gosh, I had no idea this is what actually happened back home. But if it soothes your aches at all, I am not immune from the comparisons either. Really? Why would anyone compare you with someone else? You already have everything. Well, just the other day, Mom called and was like, "Look at Alice. She's getting married and settling down. When are you going to marry? Are you even dating? You worry us so much. Learn something from Alice." So, you see, even I had to listen to Mom comparing us. Yikes, it looks like nobody is immune from being compared to one another. Thought it would be different for you, but looks like it's not. Yeah, no, it's not different from me. I just get compared to others for other things. But I'm sure that after you announced that you were getting married, it caused many of our cousins to be bombarded with questions like, "When are you settling down? Look at Alice, she's getting married already." Really? You think that happened? I know that happened. What? Well, the other day, I was on a conference call with Emily and Brittany, bridesmaids discussion, when suddenly Emily said how her mom has been annoying her with marriage talk ever since you announced your wedding, and we all went, "What? Me too. My mom has been nagging me too about the same thing." So yeah, I know that happened. Oh well, I guess that is just parents being parents. Probably that. Anyway, speaking of bridesmaids, when are you coming? You have to be there for my bachelorette, remember? Of course I do. What do you think I was talking about with Emily and Brittany? Since I can be there now, all the planning has to be done on call. Okay, that just made me really excited. Well, you should be excited. You're getting married, after all. This is the only time you'll get to be excited like this. Enjoy your bachelor life as much as you can now, dear sister, because after the I-dos, you're just going to be someone's wife and live like that. Please don't talk like that, Emma. I might get cold feet. No, don't get cold feet. I was just teasing you, gosh. Anyway, how is Noah? Is he excited? Oh yes, he's very excited. He seems very happy too, you know. Good for him. You know, you two may have been dating for a long time, but both you and Noah spent a greater part of that time being confused about where you're going with your relationship, the constant on and offs, the petty fights and arguments. Not going to lie, there was a point I was sure that you two were going to break up for good sometime soon. In such a situation, you guys made it work and have reached the stage where you're getting married. That is really something, and I'm very happy for you two. I knew how things looked between me and Noah. Even I was skeptical about the fact if we were ever going to last. Noah is like a person who cannot be tied down. There was a time when I thought his biggest fear was commitment. That was, after all, the reason why we broke up most of the time. I know, you told me that. Yeah, so it's like our relationship wasn't going anywhere, and I thought that we had no future. I was really insecure during that time, but even when I turned to him for comfort, he only just aggravated my negative thoughts. This was the biggest reason behind our entire on and off situation. So now, after all this time, the fact that it was Noah who popped a question makes me feel really happy. He finally felt like he could accept being tied down to one person and ask me to marry him. He wasn't afraid of commitment anymore. And the day he went down on one knee, my gosh, I was the happiest person in the world. God, you sound so love-struck. Even through these texts, I can picture you narrating all these stories about you and Noah with hearts in your eyes. Well, what can I do? I really love the man. Okay, now stop making me feel any more single that I already am. Aw, babysitter, don't worry. You'll get someone soon too. Oh, stop. This isn't about me. Right now, it's all about you. So listen, my flight is on the 2nd of next month, 3 weeks before your wedding. Mom and Dad know that I'll be coming back a week before the wedding. They don't know that I'm coming earlier. I just wanted to surprise them after not meeting them for such a long time. So make sure nobody else but only a small number of people know when I will actually be arriving, okay? Yeah, okay, got it. The bachelorette will be after I settle in and all the planning as well as the executions are done. I will be here till you guys fly off for your honeymoon in beautiful Hawaii. And then I'll be back to my monotonous life. Is that clear? Yes, ma'am. It's all clear. By the way, if you don't mind, I can send Noah to pick you up from the airport. It was always your dad who picked you up from the airport whenever you came back home before, but since you'll be surprising them this time, did you think about who will be driving you home? I just thought that I'd take a cab. No need for that. I'll tell Noah to go and pick you up from the airport, okay? That way, you'll be able to surprise your mom and dad successfully, and I'll also tell him to keep his mouth shut about your surprise. Does that sound okay? That sounds perfect. But will Noah be able to recognize me? It has been years since he has last seen me. Well, he's going to be your brother-in-law, so he better recognize you. And if he doesn't, maybe I'll have to rethink my decision to marry him. God, you're too much. Well, my family always comes first. Noah is going to be your family too soon. But he hasn't yet, so you guys get first priority. My God, I'll be sure to tell Noah that when we meet. Let's hope that there is still a wedding after all. Oh, of course there will be. I will make sure of it. Let's hope it's between me and him. Alice! Okay, I'll stop now. Yeah, you better. Anyway, I have to get back to work now, so talk to you later. A few days later, Alice and Noah. Noah, urgent, needs immediate response. I know you're at work, but please bear with me. Text me back as soon as you see this. A few minutes later, hey, what's up? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I just messed up a bit. What is it? Don't tell me it's something about the dress or the flowers or something else wedding related again. You know I'm not good at those things. That's why I entrusted the entire wedding planning to you. No, it's not about that. Then what is it about? Do you remember my cousin Emma? She has been abroad for the past few years now. Emma? The name does ring a bell. Is she the one your parents keep talking about? About how she has been living alone away from home and everything she has known for the past few years. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's her. My cousin Emma. Yeah, so what about her? Well, she's leaving in 2 days for the wedding. I told her I'll ask you to pick her up from the airport and drop her off to her parents since she will be surprising them, but I totally forgot. She called me today to ask me if I had let you know about the whole pickup thingy. That is what made me remember. I know I should have told you earlier, but it totally slipped my mind with the wedding stuff. Will you please pick her up from the airport? What the hell, Alice? You know how busy I am with work since I'll be taking a leave for the wedding. And isn't she your sister? Shouldn't you be the one picking her up for whatever surprise she has to give? But you know how busy I am with all the wedding preparations. I have a job too, you know, and yet I'm making time for so many things. Can't you do this one small favor? You don't understand. I am drowning in work. If you had let me know earlier, maybe I could have done something. But now, I can't really do anything to help. Please, Noah, she's coming home after so many years. I promised her. I don't want to lose face. Please, you'll be her brother-in-law in a few weeks. Please, do me this one favor. Please? All right. Send me all the details. I'll pick her up. Thank you so much, Noah. You really saved me from a big embarrassment. I'll send you everything in a few minutes. A week later, all set for your bachelorette party. Now all we gotta do is wait then show up with our pretty faces. My last day of freedom. Savor it while it lasts, sister. Like I said, after the I do's are said, you are just going to be someone's wife. But yeah, it's not just someone for me now. That someone has a name now. Oh yeah, you already met Noah. I mean, you already knew him, but you hadn't seen him in years, so yeah, I get what you mean. Now that I've seen him and talked with him, I gotta say he isn't like how I remember him to be. He looks and speaks better. He also seems to have matured a lot over the years. Life humbled him, huh? I told you, remember? Someone who was so afraid to be tied down got the courage to propose to me. That's definitely something. I can tell. And I had been talking to him for the past few days. We exchanged numbers since he didn't have mine the day he picked me up from the airport. And judging from the way he talks, he has definitely grown up a lot. Looks like he's warming up to you. Seems so. No person is without flaws, but Noah looks like he's someone who can make you happy, so I just wish you both good luck for your future. Thank you so much for your support and wishes, Emma. I gotta go now, though. Need to look over some guest-related issues that had come up. Oh, Lord. Weddings are tiring. Anyway, work hard. Honeymoon awaits. Bye-bye. Emma. The day after the bachelorette, Alice and Emma. How's the hangover? Well, I've been better. Alice, there's something that I need to tell you. What is it? Do you know where Noah was last night? He was with his friends at his own party. Why? Why do you ask? Well, after I got home last night, he showed up. What? Yeah, Noah showed up with a bunch of those hangover medicines for me to have the next day. Did he go over to your place too? No, he didn't. What? Since he showed up at my place, I thought he would at yours too. Noah actually hasn't even called me since yesterday. Alice, I think you should talk to him. I have been getting a weird vibe from him for the past few days. I thought it was just me overthinking, but now I'm not sure anymore. I'll talk with him. Alice and Noah, we need to talk. Looks like Emma already told you. Told me what exactly? That I went to Emma's place last night. So you did that knowing what the consequences would have been. Look, Alice, I can't do this anymore. What the hell are you talking about? Alice, your sister Emma, she made me feel all young again. She gave me sparks. She feels right, Alice. I cannot marry you anymore. This doesn't feel right. Ever since we started talking, she just felt like she would be perfect for me. I won't be happy if I marry you now. So let's call off the wedding temporarily, yeah? Our wedding is just a week away, Noah. What do you mean call off the wedding temporarily now? You feel like my sister is right after knowing her and talking to her for like what? 2 weeks? What about all the years we have behind us? Do they mean nothing? What are you even saying? I have to honor my manly instinct. You understand, right? That I almost made the biggest mistake of my life? Yes. What? I can't believe that I even thought of spending the rest of my life with a man like you. You want to call the wedding off? Well, do it. I don't want to marry you anymore either. But if you think that you can get to be with my sister after breaking up with me, you are so wrong, because she will never even get near someone as filthy as you. No, Alice, you don't get it. I didn't want it to be this way. It just happened. I'm glad it happened. My sister made you feel sparks, right? I hope you get lost and find someone else to make you feel sparks, because you are never getting to see me or my sister ever again. Bye. The wedding was called off, and I also broke the news the same day. Both the families were furious with Noah. He tried to reason with everyone using his weird logic and his manly instinct. Even his father was so angry that he slapped him in front of everyone. We all agreed to have Noah pay for all the damages caused. Emma, on the other hand, was feeling extremely guilty. She said she felt like she was the reason why the wedding was cancelled and why me and Noah broke up. I made her understand that it was because she came that I got to know what kind of a person Noah truly was. People were right. Even years are sometimes not enough to know someone truly. I'm glad that I was able to see through him while there was still time. I feel like I got myself a new life, and this time I'm gonna live my life to the fullest and stay far, far away from making mistakes like this. Some mistakes are made so that you can learn from them. Thankfully, I learned my lesson before it was too late.